Have you ever seen some of your favorite directors work with some of your favorite artists and ever wonder how you can do the same? If your answer was yes, then you clicked on the right video, because today I'll be giving you tips on how you can work with local artists or up and coming artists in your area. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So my first tip is actually reaching out. One of the first popular artists that I actually shot for ended up coming through a cold DM that I sent to artists in the Philly area. And that was just me shooting my shot without expecting anything in return, and it actually landed. But I do want to warn you guys that before that even came into fruition, I actually had other popular artists that I actually hit up and I had got responses from them. So being though as I got a response from them, I was already in that winner's mentality, and I kept going. Every time I would see an artist pop up on my For You page, and I'm well aware that not everybody's gonna get a response to a cold email or outreach, but that is method number one, and that actually has worked for me in the past, so I can vouch for it. Now for the second tip is actually networking, and this is one of the most important ones in my opinion. I was lucky to have a good network around me before I started videography that actually ended up helping me in the long run. But even that, there's no way you can cheat building a good network. You have to put in the reps, you have to outreach, you have to have a good service, you have to provide value, and you got to be a good person behind all of this business stuff. One of the biggest mistakes I see happen in the network phase is just be weird. And let me tell you something, if you're just weird, it's not going to work out for you. Try to be thorough. If this is something you really love, then keep going. You're going to make it happen. There will be bumps down the road, but don't become one of those people that become weird in this industry. I can go on with lists with the stuff that happens in this industry, but please just don't be a weirdo, don't be a leech, don't be using people, don't be bringing other people down in your field. Just be a good Samaritan in this industry, please. It'll get you way further, and people that are being weird don't even understand that. Now moving on to the next tip, which is actually having a good service and product. Now this should have been first, but I'm just naming these in sequence that have helped me in my life. But before I ever even reached out to any artist, offer them any type of service, anything, I made sure to take my time. I made sure this is something that I wanted to do, and from day one I was able to give it my all, and I felt like other people would see that too. So please don't skip out on the importance of getting better at the craft. If you really want to do this, just get better at the craft and the money will come later. Now talking about money comes later, this is gonna kill a lot of people's ego, but unfortunately you are gonna have to work for free. Now you don't have to, but it is by far the easiest way to climb up that ladder, because well, guess what, who doesn't like free stuff? And if it's good, who won't turn down a free product? So just keep that in mind. Now my next tip is for people that don't live in prime locations just like me. I actually live like 30 minutes away from any big city or even any small city in my area, and I'm about an hour or two away from New York, but yet that still does not stop me from going to the city consistently and making sure that I'm shooting people in the city and getting my message across. So basically, if you don't live in a prime location, all you want to do is just basically search Instagram, any artists near any popular city in your areas, and travel. Hit them up, travel, go shoot with them, and you'll be surprised what the power of network would do for you. Now let's say you're an editor and you really don't go out into the field a lot, and you really are not looking into doing that. You can actually do what I'm doing right now, and that's actually creating content for people just like you, doing the same things, similar mindsets, and that right there will help you build a catalog of content that you can show potential clients. And not only that, will build up a personal brand around your name and your brand. Personally, it isn't that profitable just yet, but I can see the vision of where this can go. So definitely, if you guys want to stay at home and be more of a behind a computer person, definitely look into making a personal brand channel. Now if you guys do want some more tips catered around your current situation, I will put a link in the description where you can book a one-on-one call with me. Now those one-on-one calls will be useful for anybody that wants to learn one-on-one, or anybody that just needs help on their content creation journey. But with that being said, this video was shot completely raw, no script. This was genuinely me trying to help you guys out with personal advice. And if you do want to keep watching content like this, click on the video YouTube recommends you to watch next. And until next time, peace.